Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this morning for a, decent to good movies of 2020 end of the year video. And this is for the decent to good movies of 2020 end of the year video that I'm returning to you for. So I'm going to discuss from 23 to 1, which this might have to be in parts, what I'm going to be talking about for each movie, and let you know my thoughts on each one. So let's start at number 23, which with Emma. So this one came out back in February, like almost late February, and I gotta say it's decent. Towards the end of the movie, I started to understand it a bit more, uh, understand where it was going, and mostly this movie kind of just felt a little stale at times, but not in a bad way. In like it's a movie that makes you think about what Anya Taylor-Joy, her character, is trying to explain to you as she's like this feminist or something like that or whatever. I'm not sure what. It's been a little while since I've seen the movie, but I remember that she does fall in love with this guy or whatever towards the end of the movie. And I'm like, okay, this isn't bad. I'm like, it has a decent ending. So at number 23, we had Emma. Number 22, we have You Should Have Left. Now, this one was decent. Um, the storyline, I think towards the end, I got a bit confused. Like, okay, is it because is Kevin Bacon like, was alone the whole time in that house or whatever? Uh, and didn't have a kid or whatever, which was weird. But at the same time, the movie didn't do so bad. It just revealed his past self or whatever, and his past mess ups and all that, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. It's been quite a bit since I've seen it. I saw it in the summertime of this year, and yeah, it's not a bad movie. Uh, it's just one of those movies that's just But yeah, number 22 we had You Should Have Left. Number 21 we have Come Play. Now I actually got to watch this about almost 2 months ago. I gotta say it's not so bad. Uh, I was there's this character that pretty much this monster or whatever. I forgot what his name was. Uh, but pretty much he's like this monster that comes out of a TV and then takes someone and then plays with them for a while. And towards the end of the movie, someone sacrificed themselves for this person to live. Uh, but I can't tell you what. I can't tell you who sacrificed themselves. If you did see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Uh, but it was a pretty solid movie. It wasn't perfect, but it made it on this list, so that's actually not so bad. So at number 21, we had Come Play. Number 20, we have The New Mutants. Now, I actually didn't hate this movie. I think this was better than Dark Phoenix, for sure. For damn sure. um, yeah, just Anya Taylor-Joy plays as this, what is it? Like this, I can't remember a character's name. There's Wolfbane, played as Maisie Williams. Maisie Williams plays as Wolfbane, or also, and forgot what her character name was. in the movie, but Blue Hunt's in this movie, and I guess Maisie Williams and Blue Hunt had to do a kind of kiss scene in this movie, so kind of lesbian love kind of thing. So I'm like, that's it's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, uh, the movie didn't do so bad. I think it was much better than Dark Phoenix for sure. For damn sure, like I said. But it didn't execute too bad. So at number 20, we had The New Mutants. Sorry if I'm not talking too much about the movies. There's some movies I watched one time and then just to do my review, and then I just didn't watch it afterwards. But I will definitely watch New Mutants again for sure. Uh, Probably even purchase it. Uh, at number 19, we have Eurovision Song Contest: The Story of Fire Saga. Will Ferrell and Amy Adams play in this movie. I believe that's her name. If I'm remembering it correctly, it'll come back to me eventually if I said it right. But let me know in the comment section below what the other actress's name is that plays in this movie, aside with Will Ferrell for most of this movie. But Will Ferrell was pretty funny in this movie. There was, if you did see it on Netflix, they had so many accidents while performing their songs in this song contest thing they were doing, trying to sign up for so they can win a big prize. And yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. I thought it was average. Sorry that I'm tilting the camera up a little too much. Screwing up a little bit in this review, so I'm really sorry. It was an average movie. Not my favorite, but average. So it didn't do so bad. I'm trying to breeze through most of the list quickly so I can get done with what I know and then return to you for the last part, or however many parts I gotta do. I'm not gonna do too many videos today for decent to good movies of 2020 video, but not like I did with decent to good albums yesterday, because that was a lot. But yeah, at number 19 we had Eurovision Song Contest with The Story of Fire Saga. Number 18 we have The Invisible Man. Now, I thought most of this movie was not so bad until the ending, and I didn't like the ending very much. I was like, really? You're gonna portray this character as a bad guy and screwing this dude over or whatever? This girl is a bad guy and screwing this dude over? And I'm like, this is just kind of utter trash. The ending was kind of trash. But towards most of the movie, she just felt like she couldn't catch a break or whatever. And this invisible man was harassing her and all that. And it's not a bad movie for most of it until the ending. And the ending kind of lets you down a little. Like, this ain't that great of an ending. But the movie was average, so it didn't do so bad. So at number 18, we have The Invisible Man. Number 17, we have Mulan. Now, this was going to be in the worst movies, but I decided, you know what, it's not as bad as everyone's playing it out to be, or saying it out to be, or whatever. And sorry that I keep moving that camera. I'm just tilting it to the upper left and all that, and it's getting a little frustrated with myself that I do that. And yeah, Mulan was a pretty solid movie. Not great. It has some flaws, like no singing in it, and no music in it. It was just like a normal action movie, and the action scenes were pretty cool. And yeah, Yufan something, I think her name was. You'll have to remind me in the comment section below, because I saw this a few months ago, and I probably do want to purchase it. But yeah, the action scenes were cool, and just everything about it was cool. I liked the soundtrack a lot. That was a good soundtrack. Um, but yeah, at number 17 we had Mulan. I think some of the moments in the movie, most of the characters got a little too serious with their roles, and it kind of, that's probably the only downside, that they got too serious with their roles and all that. But yeah, it could have been a little better of a movie, but it made it on this list. So at number 17 we had Mulan. At number 16 we have The Photograph. Now I saw this back in February, and it's kind of a love lost story kind of movie. This girl's trying to find out about this whatchamacallit, her past or whatever, to see who her father was and all that. And her mother was a mysterious woman that passed away, and uh like kept secrets and all that. But for most of the movie, she finds true love towards the, I wouldn't say the end of the movie. They kind of connect somehow through most of the movie. Then they have a breakup problem, and then they get back together when the guy moves to London to find a new job. And it's pretty cool of a movie. It's not a bad one. It's not a great one. So there were some flaws to it, but overall I thought it was average. So at number 16 we have The Photograph. Number 15 we have The Informer. Now they officially released it November 6th, and I reviewed it like months before that, because I saw it online and I'm like, okay, I'll see how it turns out. I reviewed it July 31st if you want to go check it out. I know I reviewed it a little too soon, but I thought that's when the release date was, until they changed it. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So, yeah, I guess November 6th was the new release date. And it's not a bad movie. This is not a great one. But for most of what you're gonna be seeing in this movie, it's not so bad. Um, he's like part of this gang or whatever for most of the movie, and then people are turning on him, and he's got to figure out, he's kind of the mole of this gang or whatever, like he's a double agent or something like that, I guess you could say. And mostly it's not a bad movie. It gets a lot of action scenes in it, but for what it is, I think it's an average movie. And still, I'm sorry for tilting the camera up. I am like screwing up in this video, so my apologies for that. So at number 15 we have The Informer. I'm gonna have to return to you for part 2 of the decent to good movies of 2020 video, but I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this decent to good movies of 2020 video. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon in part 2 of decent to good movies of 2020 end of the year video.